All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Having a little bit of chart trouble this morning. Good old chart trouble. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Doctor. Yeah, and we actually just had an LRE as well. That it won, but didn't take it, obviously. See, right here we had this pullback right below the ice level where this 30 tick mini magnet was. Nice winner right there, right down to the next mini magnet. A little run down. Here's that pullback right there. Now Simplicity's flipped, so waiting for a reset or something. But we have news. So we have news at 8:30 in about 4 minutes, so we'll watch that. But look at this overnight move. Overnight, we had a run up, big run down, ran right back up. Big old V overnight. Overnight V.
Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
All right, so let's wait for this news to come out. It sucks I missed that one LRE. That'd have been nice to grab to start the morning off, but couldn't get my charts loaded in time. Morning, Jim. Yeah, unknown trader. Yeah, I won't try to trade at all tomorrow. I will not be on tomorrow. All right, news should be coming out less than 30 seconds. Got some nice volume, a lot of liquidity this morning. need to make sure to be on here by 8 a.m. every morning. I keep getting on around 8:10, 8:15, and this morning, like I said, had some chart problems. So starting Monday, I'm going to make sure to be on by 8 a.m. All right, news is out. We got a 4-bar chop going on the 50.
Double cluster NQ.
See if we get a breakout bar with this news.
Potential TX on NQ.
Almost there. There we go. We got a breakout bar short. Let's see if market wants to continue that way. Because the news kind of had this big spike up. Big spike up. Now it's running down. So let's see what it decides to do here. Morning, Joe.
Double cluster NQ.
And price is pretty much retraced back to where it was. So let's see where what it wants to do now. Big spike up here. Run down here. Retrace. Right back to where price was at. So now let's see where the market decides to move. Oh, 30 tick. We might be getting a Lorex right here. Anytime I've seen a Lorex. No mini magnet though.
Potential OP rejection.
So anytime I've seen a Lorex on the 30, it usually comes down at least another bar. But cluster move now. No mini magnet. There is HD. So let's see. Let's see what it wants to do here. Simplicity maybe going short. That cluster on the 30 tick. So that bar closed, but that cluster is not in the right place. You can see the cluster ended up moving towards the bottom of the bar. If it would have stayed up here, I would be more interested in taking the simplicity short if one happens. But not really so much anymore. Wait for the LRE. Morning, Vegas.
Double cluster NQ.
All right, back up to the ice level. Man, I got the sinuses today. I'm trying not to sniffle in the microphone. We have a cold front come through. For us down here, we go from 90 to 50. That messes me up. See, and this is a situation too where Simplicity's looking like it wants to flip. May give a short down here, but I'm not going to take the Simplicity entry if it gives me one because there's nothing else really telling me that it's going to go. Nothing telling me. If I look left on the on the 10, right under the deviation, the dev here, we have 3 clusters. Not too far away, we got another wall with a couple clusters and these order prints below. It may come down in this area, but there's no indication anywhere else that it's going to run. 50 tick chart. We forming a chop box. $30 tick chart. There's nothing up here to tell me it's going to push through. So, yeah, there's just nothing telling me it's going to continue. So that's why I wait for, and if a trend does develop, great. I'll just take the pullback. I don't want to be in it testing to see if it's going to turn into a trend. I want signals that it'll bust out of there and trend. Without signals, no thank you. I mean, the only thing we have going is some HD here off the ice, but that's not enough. That's just enough to push it back down to here, exactly where we are. If this had a mini magnet on it or something else, or like back here, if this would have been that Lorex that I was talking about, especially if it would have been a mini magnet, then I would have loved to take a short, and that probably would have been enough to push it through. But didn't happen. Cluster moved. Up here, all we had is some HD, nothing else. I mean, it's just no real indication that it's going to go. So I wait until it actually goes. As you can see, right here, if I go back a couple bars, it looked like, okay, it may break. But then it did, gave an actual entry. Both angled down, broke the low, but then look what happens. I mean, here we are. So, like if you were just trying to take that Simplicity entry by itself without reading anything else, you'd be down about 10 points at the moment. Not saying it might still come down, but hasn't technically lost, but it's not one I want to be in. Now we have a cluster down here on the 30. So I wait.
Potential TX on NQ.
I mean, I hope it comes down and continues so I can get a LRE somewhere, but there's still just, I mean, there's no indication it's going to go. As you can see, it's trying to lay a pall on the 30 there. And if you look at the orders, that's why you have a pall right now. You got the cluster there, pall, it just drops off. Got some potential trapped orders. If this bar closes up, 3 and 0 orders right there. It's weakness. So we need some more orders to come in right here if we want this to go short. What price line is that? 02650. If anybody wants to put on a couple hundred contracts at 02650 short, I'd appreciate it. But you got to be in a live account. So this is something I was just thinking about this morning when I was getting dressed. I was thinking about maybe making a discipline and psychology course. As somebody that had horrendous discipline and psychology to now having had a PA account for over 10 months and trading 128 trading days on it, I learned quite a bit of discipline and psychology. I'm thinking of doing that, making a course, and it'd be a free course. I wouldn't charge anything for it. But I'm thinking of doing that and having some modules where I can just dive in deeper instead of just, a YouTube video. And but of course I'd want it to be pretty good and have some good content. So it wouldn't be something that I'd come out with in a week or something, but yeah, just a free discipline and psychology course. And like compile just everything I've kind of learned. You know what I mean? Like there's all the information's out there, but it's spread everywhere over different, small courses or different YouTube videos, Mark Douglas stuff, just kind of like compile everything together into modules and just kind of have like a one place where you can go and really access everything, everything I've ever come across, because that's all I do is watch videos and stuff. So just kind of compile it all together. And I know, when I was going through my discipline problems, if there was something like that for me, I would have loved it, to just go to one place and be able to watch everything, download any kind of help sheets and stuff like that. All right, come on, NQ. Okay, so now, may have went away. Here's an indication now. Here's what I was looking for. If this bar can close short with this mini magnet, see how it's trying to lay this little pink line right here, and it has a paw and potential trapped orders, that little red. So if this bar closes down right here, it went away. What I was saying is if that bar closes down with that mini magnet right there and paw and trapped orders, that would be my signal, my indicator that, okay, it closes down, it's going to bust through and run. Obviously, it went away. So that's the stuff I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Those are my indicators that it's going to, okay, it's time to go. Time to run. And if it gives me an entry, simplicity entry, then I'm hopping in. Now, in this case, as you see, that bar would have closed at 0.22. So I would have looked for my entry to be right under this paw. Give me an entry right under that paw with that bar closing down. The way it had it, I'm hopping in, and I'm targeting at least the red eyes. But obviously, it went away. If you really focus on order prints, especially 30 tick chart, order prints laying on top of other order prints, even, if it's not a setup, but just like how I was showing right there, that mini magnet was trying to lay on that cluster. So, and it had a paw. So if you focus on looking at bars that are trying to lay order prints on existing order prints as either a push off point, usually that's going to be a push off point either way. And then look for an entry, an order entry, a signal around where that bar would close. I mean, those are usually just so golden. And of course, the 30 ticks can be more powerful. But like example, 10 tick here, potentially laying a mini magnet right here above the dev. We know this deviation, this wall area, this is a tough area. So if it leaves a mini magnet right there, closes down here, if it's coming from the 10 tick, you don't expect it to run as far, but you expect it to get you out of that area. If that happens on the 30 tick, that's where I'm targeting the next big level. So as you can see, none of that happened, right? So no, that didn't happen. So what's price doing? It's going right back in, right back up. There's no indication anymore that's going to go down. So just got to keep waiting and then look for another signal that it's going to get it out of this area. Now, if this bar closes up, we're going to have a 4-bar chop. Y'all know I love my 4-bar chops because then I look for a breakout bar. Here we had 5 bars. Unfortunately, this breakout bar came at news, so the news got it out of here, but caused us to stay into another chop zone. So if we can complete this 4-bar chop, and then I'll look for our breakout bar. Nice, Sean. That makes, I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear that that's helped you a lot and become more confident in sniper on NQ. Yeah, so yeah, around the open, like pre-market, like right now, I mean, you could take sniper trades, no problem. If finally sound, you haven't been having sound this whole time, sniper scalper. So, anyways, yeah. So around the open, you'll definitely not want to take any snipers at least the first 30 to 45 minutes of the open on NQ. Then once it starts slowing down some, then yeah, you can look for some snipers. The only thing, just having the chart trader or the trade assistant or something to help execute those orders will definitely help. But yeah, I still see some good trades, some good sniper trades on NQ throughout the day. Like when I'm scrolling back, I just don't know exactly how fast they are at that time. Oh man, I've been talking pretty much all morning. Seems everybody else has been hearing me. All right, so now we are potentially, Simplicity wants to, looking like it wants to go short again, but again, no indication this is going to go short. So I'm going to wait until it actually does. But look at all this OP we have in this area. So I already know I'm not taking any trade between ICE and these order prints down here, the ZOI and Paul. There's nothing. If price comes back up in here, I'm not even thinking about a trade. It's just ugly, messy, can be choppy. But also, if Simplicities wants to go short, but there's still no indication it's going to run, right? No indication it's going to actually go. So I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to wait for the pullback. Yeah, nice. The TA definitely helps for sure. When I was taking sniper trades on NQ and any other market, I was running with the TA as well. All right, Simplicity is short. So let's see if we can get away from that bottom a little bit. I mean, we're pretty much... We did have one bar close underneath. I want this to run down a little bit further. The 50 tick bar will close at 0.13, right at ice levels. We're at 50 tick. Now, I'm not going to take an LRE right now because if you look here, an LRE would be right at this wall, which would be good in normal circumstances. But looking left at that wall, we're going to be right back in those order prints. And even on the 10 tick, if we take it up here at this wall, and we have a 10 tick mini magnet, 30 tick Paul, and a 30 tick ZOI that we'd be right in here. Unless we get some like really good HD or something, because we are breaking this bottom. So I do like that. But I wouldn't want to just take just a plain pullback to the wall. I would be looking for some really good HD, maybe even a potential setup happening on that wall. Now, if this 10 tick bar closes down with this on it right here, this mini magnet in Xbox, it's not a setup, but if it closes down, it gets us down here, and then we get a pullback, I would like that. This is what I was talking about on the 50. We'd have a 3-bar chop and a breakout. Not as strong, but it's better than nothing at 0.13. Which would basically bounce the red ice.
Potential TX on NQ.
Okay, that bar closed, but it lost the trapped orders, but it still has that mini magnet and exhaustion box on it, so that's fine. An LRE would be basically right at that mini magnet, but then it'd be a little chop, a coil chop here. So I'd still want this to come down a little more. I don't know, I might take this because of where we're breaking out at. All right, I'm going to try this one here because I think it'll come back to this red ice. But also, now my stop, you see, is right in front of the wall, so I'm just going to put it behind the wall. Risk a couple extra ticks. Because I really like where it's breaking out of. And like this zone right here. We have a cluster on the 30 tick. I didn't even notice that. Let's see. This should come down and hit this ice level, though. It's red ice. Oh, we just had a flux level pop up right in the middle of where my profit target is.
Potential TX on NQ.
Oh, it got like a tick. Did I get some orders filled? I didn't get any orders filled. It like came down to my target to the tick, but didn't fill nothing. May get this little setup short here.
Double cluster NQ.
All right. I closed it out because it's getting a little weird. We got some double clusters there. And it got like one, like to my profit target and didn't nothing filled. So, and look at what's happening on the 10 tick. 9 a.m. volumes pushing in, so just hopped out of that. Got 7 ticks, but man, got right to the tick and nothing got filled. I'm gonna refresh all my magnets and flux levels. Here we go. Really should have brought my, because my target, let's see. Yeah, I should have brought my, because it was like right above the ice level, my target, so I should have brought it up a couple ticks just in case if it did exactly what it did. Usually I was too focused on my stop, but usually I don't like when a target is directly on a big level like that, because sometimes it'll do exactly, usually I like to be a couple ticks in front, but oh well, all good. Okay, here's a signal. Price came back up, tested, potentially laying a mini magnet on this ZOI. If this bar can close down at 0.1075, we're going down. We do have 13,000 there though, but so we may go down and test this 13,000. But if this bar closes down at 0.1075 with this mini magnet right here to push off these ZOIs, that'd be a nice signal that we're going to go down, break this ice, and I would say probably go down and hit 13,000.
Potential TX on NQ.
Yeah, exactly, unknown trader. That's why usually I like to move to break even if I'm a couple ticks away from my target. That one just went so fast I didn't have time. And then I saw these double clusters pop up here. You see that's my exit right there. So I was like, all right, I'm out. I do not. That's the psychology killer right there. Discipline killer. All right, we're potentially getting a simplicity short here. I'm hopping in this. I'm only giving it, well, I'm going to move behind the flux level.
Potential TX on NQ.
Oh, man. It didn't hit 010s. Oh, crap. All right. I messed up. I thought it hit 01075, but it didn't. I hope it comes down and hits it now. He got one tick away, so that 30 tick bar did not close. Well, I'm in it now. See if it comes down. Dang. That kind of sucks. But oh well. See, it got so close to 01075, I thought it hit it and closed. So I hopped in because it gave an entry at the same time on simplicity. But it actually didn't. So we'll see. See what happens here. Kind of sucks, but
Double cluster NQ.
he gave the simplicity entry, but it didn't close the bar down that I wanted it to. Man. We have double clusters on the 30, which would have been fine if that bar closed down on the 30, but it didn't close down. So now all I can do is just hope it goes and closes down. If it closes down, I still want to be in it, but it might not. Because if this thing closes down, I want to run it to 13,000. If that 30 tick bar closes down. Now we got a simplicity reset. Still hasn't closed above the solid line though. So, man, but that bar didn't close down. Well, all I could do is hope for the best now. 0.1075. I need that bar to close at 0.1075. Which would be like 2 ticks below my entry. Okay, now it closed, but there's no simplicity entry. I'm still in my entry. Price never closed above the solid line, but this may retrace a little bit. I'm not liking this because simplicity flipped on me. Yeah, look at that. Testing those clusters. Probably should have got out when it went past my break even. This one's probably not going to work. Because see, if I didn't get in, because that bar didn't close, then when that bar closed, there's no more, simplicity reset. So I would not be in right now. I will definitely take this TX short to help me. So I do want this potential TX short to close down on the 10 tick. It's 909. So this TX short would be an indicator. And on the 30 tick, we do have a Paul with the Xbox and trapped orders right at those double clusters. So if this can come back short and give another entry, simplicity entry after this reset, that'd be great. And at the moment, I just got to sit here patiently and hope things work out in my favor. Okay, we may be getting another simplicity entry if this can come down. I would love it for it to give another entry, simplicity entry, below my entry. Because with the way everything's looking right now, if it gives another simplicity entry, it should go. But we need that to happen. About 20 minutes till the open too, so. Come on, give that entry. Let's delay a mini magnet on my entry. There we go. If this gives an entry, simplicity entry here, I mean, this could very easily run down to test 13,000. Break this wall. Another cluster on the 10. Moving to break even just in case. This trade's been there we go. It got me out. I'm fine with that. Got rejected at the wall. Had a little bit of enough of a scare on that one. I was hoping that right here it'd break this wall and give another entry. Then I would have felt more comfortable just staying in. But since it's getting rejected at the wall and another cluster popped up on the 10, let me go ahead and just get out. Yeah, that was a little bit scary, especially once I was in the trade. Look, I hopped in and it immediately, it was one tick away from that 30 tick bar closing. So it immediately, went right up into the negative. And that's when I realized, crap, the 30 tick bar didn't actually closed. Now I'm just stuck. So, that was a little bit of a... That was one I definitely wished I didn't. That was my mistake because I thought the 30 tick closed. It didn't. So you see, that's what I was saying. I would have never gotten in. And then I would have avoided this reset. Would have avoided the reset, and I'd be currently waiting for another entry, which it still hasn't given one. So an entry now would be below this wall, maybe even below this flux level. If it actually gives an entry. So that would have definitely been avoided. But now we are 15 minutes till the open. About 5 minutes left of my trading session here. So we'll see. We'll see if something else happens. We had a great LRE. And actually, if I would have been on here on time, there would have been 2 LREs. There was one right back here that I really liked. This one, it would have won at about 8.22. That one would have won. Then this one back here that I took, that it got basically to my target but didn't fill. So there were 2 good LRE trades this morning, for sure.
Potential TX on NQ.
That's right, Jimmy. Win 80. Get 80% off lifetime evaluation until the 18th. Now, Daryl, I don't know if y'all saw, Daryl on Facebook was sharing the Trustpilot review. And if we get enough reviews, just a review, they're not good reviews. They don't have to be good reviews, just your honest opinion, honest review. He said he will extend the sell. So, hey, we potentially could have a month-long sell go on here. That'd be pretty awesome. So, yep. Get that. And not sure if we'll get another run here before within the next 5-10 minutes, but yeah, there was 2 good LREs this morning after 8 a.m. And guys, if you blow an account or if you're really low, don't reset. Because if you just reset, it does not renew your billing cycle. So if you're due, to rebill in a week or 2, and you reset, then you're going to spend the reset money and the rebill money. So just cancel the account and buy a new one with the discount code. That way it updates your renewal period, and you get the full 30 days. That's the best way to do it. And who cares what that evaluation number at the end of your account, what number that is? Who cares? Yeah, Jimmy, because if you say you're a couple weeks in, you have a week or two until you rebill, and then you go and pay $80 or whatever for the reset, then you're going to have to pay your bill again in a couple weeks, and you're going to end up being over $100 when you could have just paid, 35 for a 50K or whatever. I mean, that's not really what I'm saying, but it doesn't hurt as bad if you do blow it up. Yep, let me get back to here. All right, so we got a small profit, recovered a little bit of those 25 ticks no, yesterday, how much did I lose? I think it was 21 ticks I lost yesterday. So we recovered a little bit of it. Oh yeah, and I won't be on tomorrow because markets close pretty early tomorrow at 8:15, I believe, or 9:15 actually. So yeah, there's no point of me trading a thin market that's only gonna be like I'm in like basically the last hour of it being open. So not gonna do that. Yeah, if you got a couple days to go, I've yellowed accounts myself. But yeah, won't be on tomorrow. Good Friday tomorrow. Tomorrow's Good Friday. So we'll be back Monday. Monday, banks will be open. So all right, y'all. 9:19. Yeah, happy Easter, David. Happy Easter to everybody. Hope y'all have a great weekend. I won't be on tomorrow, as I said. Y'all, just have patience for the rest of the day and trade well, and I will see you all Monday. Take care, everybody.